Hi guys, this is Mr. Assassin and I'm here to talk about Hunter x Hunter chapter 345. Now this chapter just came out and I just finished reading it. It has a little bit of information but nothing that could compare itself with the previous chapters. I mean, it's a good chapter, not a great one, a good chapter, and it basically has 4 parts. The first part is shows Gon and his current life. Second part is a discussion between Jing and his troop. The third part is a little glimpse into the life of the prince, the one that Kurapika wants to take the eyes from. And the fourth part is about Beyond Netero and his contract with the Hunter organization and with V5. So this should be a short review because this chapter is mostly hype again, and when you have this much hype, it kind of becomes boring at one point because you just want them to get there, to get to the Dark Continent, to start their journey, and seeing them dragging along, it's not that fun. But we did find some interesting stuff in this chapter. Also, next week is going to be a hiatus, so we won't get a Hunter x Hunter chapter until the 14th of July, and that sucks, but you know, it's Togashi. We should thank God that he didn't take a longer break again. Okay, so let me just jump into it. The chapter starts off with Gon speaking to Jing, to his father, telling him that he can no longer use his Nen aura, and I already suspect Jing that he knows what's wrong with Gon, but he doesn't want to tell him. He's all like, well, remember when you overused your powers, now your body physically turned to normal, but when you fought Pito, you basically were ready to give everything up in that fight. So your Nen might not be coming back, and you should enjoy your life as a kid, as a normal kid. And the way he says it, he's making me believe that he's hiding something from Gon. But we do see Gon taking his father's advice, and he goes back to his island home, to his aunt, and there's a little bit of conversation there, like Gon says that my life's goal was to meet my father. Now that I did, I have no goal in life. He doesn't know what to do next. And his aunt tries to cheer him up by saying that well, you shouldn't care about your father because he's a douchebag anyway, and stuff like that. But Gon, he's really, I don't know how to say this, but he's really lost at this point because he doesn't know what to do next. And you can even see that he says, well, if Jing failed me as a father, I failed him as a son, and he did no such thing. But it's just because the situation he is in right now that he doesn't know where to turn his life to. And that's basically everything with Gon at this time. Then we skip to Jing, and we see that his troop, the guys that were previously in Pariston's group, have all decided to allow Jing to take the second place in command. But Jing already realizes that the guys that are in the room currently are not all of them. That in order to travel to the Dark Continent and be efficient on the Dark Continent, you need a 25-man group each, with each of them being a specialist and having individual properties that can help them throughout the Dark Continent. And they must all be specialists, because we all know from back in Yorktown arc, we all know what Lucifer could have done. He could have stolen other people's abilities. So specialists are they have a very broad scope. With a team of 25 members, you could cover a lot of area in regards to Nen powers, and they could be ready for almost any situation that the Dark Continent, almost every situation that can occur in the Dark Continent. So Jing realized that there are more members in the team, and he says that he will also pay them all up front. So now they are discussing to inform the other members of the team that they will get paid up front, and Pariston is starting to hate Jing because they really think alike, and Pariston didn't think that Jing would realize that there are more members in the team, and now he really hates him for showing everything, giving light to everything. And he even says, I wonder what I will do to someone I hate. And we all know that he kills the one that he loves. So what will he do to someone he hates? We don't know, we'll see. So also there's another guy, the guy with the glasses. I'm not sure if he's a guy or a girl. Can figure, I don't think he said his name, he or she, so I don't know if he's a guy or a girl. But he or she wonders, what is the point of giving all this money away? Is it really worth being second in charge? Because Jing doesn't have a plan. Apparently he doesn't have a plan, or he's not telling them about any of his plans. So she's a little bit suspicious. And basically that's the second part. I don't think I missed anything. And then we jump to the third part. We see the prince of Kaikin, the one that has all the Kurta clan's eyes, and that the one that Kurapika is currently hunting. And he owns a hotel. We see he has a disco club at the basement. A security agent picks up two girls and brings the girls to his room, and we don't see what exactly happens, but he basically kills them. And he's schooling, or I don't know. He's basically telling the security guy, next time don't bring somebody that dumb up here, because they had nothing on their mind but I think it was clothes and sex. I'm not sure, I don't remember. Anyway, he was expecting him to bring someone that could have been a little more entertaining, that he could have actually spoken to before he kills them. I don't know, the guy is creepy. We'll have to see in the future if killing the people, killing certain people is part of his ability, or if this somehow feeds his ability. We don't know. But basically, one of the Zodiac's cow told Kurapika in the last chapter that this prince has a shadow of darkness around him. So what that means, we don't know, but we can certainly see him right now. He has no problem with killing people, and we'll just have to wait to see how this thing plays out. And the fourth part is Kurapika and Cow talking, about Cow is asking Kurapika if he's going to kill the prince, and Kurapika says no, I will convince him to give me the eyes. And Cow was all like, well, what if that doesn't happen? And Kurapika said, well, there were two previous people that would rather die than give me the eyes, but I convinced them, and I will convince this guy also. And that's basically the end of the conversation. We do have a word from Togashi from the offer. He puts a panel there and he says that the shadow of the people is being, let me find the exact passage. Yeah, it's people shadows succumb to the dark continent. So what that means basically, there's a lot of evil folks that are going to the dark continent. There's this guy, the prince, there's Pariston, probably some of the Pariston's team are also murderers, so they have a dark past, but all of that pales in comparison to the dark continent. So once they get there, we can expect them to work together for survival, not because they want to work together, but because they have to survive. Okay. Oh, one last thing I forgot was about the talk about about the talk that the V5 had with the Zodiacs, and they basically sent a contract that Beyond Netero is supposed to sign, and that obligates him not to take anything from the Dark Continent, not to beyond his return, not to tell anything to the media. He is not supposed to release any information about what he sees there, and he will always be in the custody of the Zodiacs. And we see Beyond Netero signing, and we see his plan come to fruition, because we now see that he has the means to get there, and we see the prince, he has the power that he needs via the Zodiacs, and he has the backup plan via the contract with Jing and Pariston. So he has first line of defense, the Zodiacs that are supposed to protect him, and he has backup plan via Jing and Pariston and their team. And Beyond Netero right now, he's in a good position, and he orchestrated all of this. Of course, he was thinking about it for, I don't know, 50 years. I don't know how much it has been since Isaac Netero, his father, went to the Dark Continent. So it has been some time. He had time to actually orchestrate his plan. But that's basically everything. Next week is going to be a break, unfortunately, and we'll have to see what comes out on July 14th, because they said that the new chapter will come out on July 14th, and also a new project. So what that project could be, we'll have to see then. But until then, I don't think there's any information that I missed. If there is, I'll put up a discussion video, but I don't think I have enough material to put up a discussion video. So yeah, rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a nice day.
Any rational society would either kill me or put me to some use.